Hey Plant Chicks Tribe, Jackie Tarleton, co-founder of Plant Chicks. Welcome to our Plant Chicks channel. And it's time that I say something about this whole COVID-19 situation that's going on. And it all started because my husband, who is a pilot, he texted, he's like, we need to prepare. We need to have 30 days worth of food and supplies in case we have to get quarantined. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He's like, Jackie, think about it. He goes, I'm a pilot and I work with pilots. UPS is still flying to China, although they did change their crew hotel to the hotel in the airport, which that's not gonna make any difference. So he said he thinks he's gonna get COVID-19. I'm like, whoa. Stop. Take that back. I can't unhear that. I'm a huge believer. If you guys know anything about Louise Hay, she always talks about like your thoughts become your reality. I'm like, get that out of your way of thinking. Totally take that away because that is not a good look and we don't even want to put that into a realm of possibility. So anyway, he's like texting me all this stuff. I'll have to show pictures of some of the stuff that he's ordering. It's crazy town. So anyway, a couple of things that you want to keep in mind with this whole COVID-19 situation is you want to stay healthy. You want to make sure that your immune system is strong, and because people who are healthy, they tend to be able to fight off the COVID virus much easier, much better, much more effectively than someone who has a compromised immune system, like the elderly, people that have transplants, like my brother. And so it's really, really important that you are healthy right now and that you stay healthy. So like if you have masks, I have a doctor friend who posted on Instagram, and he said the real reason of wearing masks is so that you don't touch your orifices. So people always think, when like kids get sick or whatever, it's because the temperatures change. You guys, I want to enlighten you. It's not because temperatures change. It's because people are in congested areas. They're in a small space and they're touching everything. They're not washing their hands, and then they end up touching their orifices. So just make sure that you're hand washing regularly. If you're in a public place, if you have a compromised immune system, you might want to wear a mask. Like my brother, he lives in Seattle. He is on anti-rejection medications because of his kidney transplant. So he's got a very compromised immune system. So he's very susceptible to getting anything and everything. So he's got to be super, super careful. He's got to wash his hands constantly. And if you're around people, just make sure if you're touching anything that you don't touch your eyes, your nose, your ears, or your mouth. You don't want to touch any orifice that can go into your inside. I hope that makes sense. Because when you do that, then all the bacteria and everything that you're touching can get into your system, into your body, and that's where the problems can arise. So if you have a mask, you can wear a mask. If you don't have a mask, just make sure you're washing your hands, and don't be like sneezing and talking to people. Cover yourself when you sneeze. This is not a way to cover your mouth when you sneeze or when you cough. This is, because think about it. When you go and you shake hands with someone, you're like spreading all those germs. So cough or sneeze into your elbow, into the side of your arm. That's very, very helpful. So we are taking some precautionary measures for this whole COVID situation. I'm gonna have videos on the side where you can see all the foods that we have. But one of the things too, it's not just food, we live in Florida, I live in Miami, so we have this hurricane preparedness, and you'll see on the video that it talks about like all the different things that you need for hurricane preparedness. You need flashlights, hand cranked radio, batteries, candles, blah, 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 blah. We'll have a link to all the different things that you need in order to stay safe in a time like this. And I do recommend you are prepared, and we're gonna prepare for 30 days to be quarantined. Make sure you have games too. Shoot me if we have to be quarantined. Another thing, you guys, that I am having my family do, Charles's family do, all of us, is the ultimate shrooms. You guys, the mushrooms, these are really, really good for immune support. Charles, my husband, is flying right now, and I texted him, I go, when you get home, you've got to start taking the ultimate shrooms in addition to the elixir, but you've got to take the shrooms for your immune system, and I'll give you a bottle to travel with, because you guys, these are super, super helpful for immunity specifically. The shrooms are actually something that my brother cannot take because he did have a kidney transplant, and it can throw off his immune system, and he has to keep that in a very, very fine line. So have a list of, or not a list, but we'll have the link to get the ultimate shrooms. The elixir is also there. The elixir has all these superfoods and all these greens in addition to the mushrooms. So make sure that you do check out the link with all the hurricane preparedness stuff that you need to have, like the non-food stuff, like a first aid kit, all that stuff. Medications, that's one thing. So make sure you have at least a 30-day supply of all your prescription medications, any supplements you take, all of that fun stuff. And we are taking care of that right now. Charles's mom is going to her, what the heck is it called? Pharmacy. She's getting all her medications. My mom is actually starting taking her shrooms today, maybe doubling up and getting all her meds as well. And so you'll see all the hurricane supplies. Again, the link will be down below. And food-wise, you guys, we can get plenty of food that's Plant Chicks approved to be prepared in case we do have a 30-day quarantine, in case we ended up with the, God forbid, COVID-19. So we're gonna make sure we're washing our hands, we're gonna stay healthy, we're gonna eat a predominantly plant-based, if not a plant-based diet, 100% whole food plant-based diet. Again, trying to get at least 40 different unique plant foods into your body every week. This is the number one thing you can do in washing the hands. So the non-perishable foods, you'll see the video here. I've got a ton of different things. So you guys, produce, I'm gonna be stocking up on produce. I'm actually getting ready to go to Boca. I'm doing some training in Boca, so I'm gonna be staying in a hotel up there, so I don't have a lot of produce right now, but we will be stocking up on produce. But we're also going to have canned foods, because what happens if electricity goes out, which I don't think it will, but just in case World War Z happens, I'm going to have canned stuff and things that don't need electricity to prepare. So you'll see that any of your produce, stock up on your favorites. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to say, oh, you have to get broccoli and Brussels sprouts and blah, 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 blah. No, pick whatever your favorites are. Pick the foods that you will eat, but make sure you do have produce. Frozen is also a really good option, fresh frozen and canned. You do want to have some canned. Grains. So I have all different kinds of grains. You'll see in the video, I've got like rice, black rice, bulgur, what else? Oatmeal. And we're gonna have some of the instant oats. We're also gonna have the packets of rice that you can just open up and eat, that it doesn't require electricity. So just think about all of these things and have about 30 days worth of the different foods for your household, whatever that looks like. Legumes. So you'll see that I've got some dried ones that I'll be able to cook, and I'm gonna get more and more and more and more. And then also canned. Get a variety. I love refried beans, and I've got a bunch of those cans. But you can make any of your own. So black beans, white beans, kidney beans, mung beans. I'm gonna get a lot more mung beans. Those are a very neutral flavor, and the mung beans are actually the least gas producing. They don't cause gas. So these are amazing, especially if you're quarantined in your place for 30 days. We wanna have the least amount of gas as possible, right? Nuts, seeds, nut butters. You guys, really good source of protein, fiber, and healthy fats. And this very calorically dense, so they'll go a long way. And we will be prepared to ration food should we have to. And this is not meant to be like, oh my God, this is so scary. This is just planning it out, thinking in advance, making sure that we've got everything covered. This is not like scary time at all, but we're making sure that we have everything now to beat the crowd so that we do have the foods that we need to keep us alive and thriving. Snacks. What are some of your favorite snacks? We've got rice cakes. You can get some chips. We did have some chips I didn't pull down, but you've got like different things that you can have to snack on if you'd like. And did you see, I even have some little desserts. So I've got some Cliff Bars. These things, these are not something that's part of my everyday diet, but if I'm cooped up in my place for up to 30 days, I'm gonna have a little bit of fun food. So the Cliff Bars is like a dessert. It's not a high protein snack. It's not like protein bars, you guys should be candy bars. So Cliff Bar is kind of like a candy bar, and they are vegan, so that's exciting. Beverages, water, tea. Charles is ordering a water bottle that actually filters the water and cleans it out in case water gets contaminated. So he's like totally thinking outside the box. He's gonna get some MREs, the meal replacement, I forget what it's called, but like in the military, they do these things. But you guys, seriously, be prepared. You'd rather have all this extra food that you can eat later or not eat for a while or whatever, but just, it's good to have this, to be prepared. This is definitely not meant to scare you. And I would love to know, I want to see a like, or definitely like the video, if you're liking this information in here. If you have any questions, comment below. I promise to get back to you. Again, this is just to be prepared, rather better safe than sorry. And I am going to stay healthy. I'm doubling up on my shrooms for my immunity. You guys, I recommend these in the flu season anyway, but I'm gonna be doubling up on this. I'm gonna stay healthy. I'm gonna be eating at least 40 different plants every week. So I'm nourishing and healing my gut microbiome, and it's gonna help protect me from getting sick should I be exposed to COVID-19. So honestly, I don't anticipate needing any of the stuff that I posted, but just in case anything happens, God forbid Charles gets sick and then I've got to stay here and now I'm infected because of him, I'm not going to get sick. So I will be here. I'm going to nurse him back to health if he gets sick, and I want you to be prepared as well. Let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. And again, let us know if you've got any questions whatsoever, and let's make sure we are prepared for any kind of emergency, and let's take it from there. All right, bye guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Marcia will be back next week, and she'll do a video on her own next week. So we're posting something together at the beginning of the week, and then we're taking turns doing individual videos at the end of the week. So let me know if you've got any questions. Let me know if you're preparing, and I want to hear from you. Peace out, guys.